Hello there, friends. Welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Reddit review. Let's see what's been going on in the last couple of days. How are people enjoying the DLC? And if there's any other news in the community, subscribe for more Disney Dreamlight Valley, and let's go. Yep, definitely true for me. Honeyglow Woods, Dreamlight Valley players, Starpath, Hercules, Phil, Wish Blossom Range. I see this meme every time the new DLC came out. Literally, Wish Blossom Range was out. It was Storybook Vale, Eternity Island, the bottom, and this was this girl has been every DLC in the history of Disney Dreamlight Valley at some point. Every time, it's one or the other. The new one gets all the attention. The rest gets forgotten. But after a while, the true best DLCs pop back up. For example, Wish Blossom Range seems like it never succeeded in replacing Storybook Vale. It did take people's attention away for a while when it came out, but I feel like most people probably still gravitate towards Storybook Vale more than Wish Blossom Range. I could be wrong, but from all the sentiment I've seen, that probably is the truth. But I think Honeyglow Woods is going to stay on top for a while. I've never seen any DLC being so well received. Are we going to see an event about the Honeyglow Woods? I'm still waiting for one. I'm really curious to see if anybody really dislikes the new DLC and what are the reasons. So maybe we'll see one today. Hey, Dreamlight Anya solved the biggest problem that I've had with this DLC is the fact that Eeyore has this very tiny little pile of sticks. And I know it's canon. I know that's his house in original movies, but it just feels wrong. Everybody else has such beautiful houses, and Anya fixed it. She made him a proper house. Look at that. Now that is still pretty bad, but it's better. It's better than it was. Thank you so much, Anya, for thinking about Eeyore. I'm gonna make him some really fancy area. It's gonna be great. Oh, I got another post by Development Feisty making Eeyore a beautiful house. Eeyore might not think he deserves a beautiful home, but he does. He absolutely does. Look at that. This entire area is his home. Okay, I need to make one. I'm gonna make a giant mansion for Eeyore in his biome. It's gonna be great. Just wait. Just wait, little donkey. I got you. It finally happened. Oh, that's funny. That way? Or this way? Which way is it? That's actually hilarious. It's gonna be so sad when the next day it's gonna get reset. But it's a funny catch. Oh, we got a stop motion how Anya built this house. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Then, oh, that I love these kinds of videos. They're so satisfying. You just gotta see it appear piece by piece, getting assembled. Oh yeah, and this is so hard to make. I'm assuming. I've never actually tried. Oh yeah, this tree is pretty versatile. Very nice. That's so cool. I'm going even fancier than this. My donkey, literally the whole biome, is just gonna be one giant house for him. Thank you for sharing, Anya. This is beautiful. Me returning to the valley after finishing Honeyglow Woods. I've only had Piglet for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. Okay, that is a little bit dramatic, but he is pretty adorable. I think they nailed the personalities of all the characters. Great job on that one. Friend asked if I've heard of this game. 973 hours. Oh wait, let's see. What is my count up right now? Because it's been something crazy last time I checked. Okay, not to brag, but this is insane. How many days it is? Like, 356 days. I'm almost at full year of playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. The game been out for like 3 years, and I've played 1/3 of that time. I mean, granted, a lot of this time is probably just the game being minimized. I think it still counts when it's minimized, but yeah, no other game comes even close to this number. The only other game that comes even close is Oxygen Not Included, one of my favorite games of all times. If you played it, if you haven't played it, it's a simulation colony management game, and it's brilliant. I've been playing it since it came out. I have all the DLCs. I haven't played in a long time, but It is a phenomenal game. I need to get back into it. They have a new DLC released last month. I literally just bought it. I just bought the latest DLC. It's $7 and it comes with so much content. It's pretty good. I genuinely do not understand the level of backlash towards Honeyglow Woods. Wait, there's backlash? I mean, I've seen some posts before the update. I haven't seen one since. Okay, I'm gonna find one like vent about the DLC. I need to know what issues people are having after it's released. I'm genuinely curious. Okay, that is an insanely long post, so I'm not gonna read the entire thing. Oh my god, this is like this is longer than the first chapter of my novel. That's pretty impressive. I worry that the level of negativity this pack has received could discourage Gameloft from releasing smaller packs between major expansions. I don't know, I feel like the level of love and support for this pack was far larger than the level of negativity. I genuinely have not seen a single, like, a highly upvoted post with a negative take. But maybe I've been just missing it. I'm gonna find one right now. But before I do, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Dreamlight Valley decor. Honeyglow, Scrooge, and Remy. Oh, yes. Oh, that's such a nice little square. What a great design, too. Wow, that's incredible. I need to do something special for those two portals. Also, I wonder, have anybody tried, can we apply skins? Like the regular skins to these houses? Probably not, right? Not that I would want to. No other skin would make sense to have in Honeyglow Woods. So I'm really glad they didn't just give us like a regular looking Scrooge shop like they did initially in Eternity Isle, and everybody complained because it didn't match the aesthetic. But then they started introducing skins, but this is like probably the most transformative skin. I love it. It's perfect. Okay, there's one small vent about not being able to place Honeyglow Woods tree in Wish Blossom Range, which I already discussed before. I do agree. There is, as far as I can tell, there is no good reason that we shouldn't be allowed to place the portal in the DLC. They should allow this. I hope that they do, because we do have a really good area in Wish Blossom Range that can be decorated. You can place the portal, decorate the whole area in the honey falls. It would look beautiful, so it makes perfect sense. Okay, we got some hate for poo sticks, which, I mean, I feel like hate is a little bit strong for poo sticks. I feel like once I get all of the rewards for it, by the way, daily reminder to go play a game of poo sticks, because the rewards for achievements that you get in your Dreamlight, in the Honeyglow Woods page on the Dreamlight section are pretty good. There's a few really cute items there, but once I get all of those, I'm probably never gonna play poo sticks, honestly, because it just feels random. I wish we had more like really cool mini game we could play with other people. Scramble Coin was a great start, but it's also limited. Once you completed the track, there is no reason to play anymore. I hope at some point we get some multiplayer games that we can play with friends. That would be awesome. Even poo sticks, if there was like some, if they redesigned the game, that there was a little, at least some strategy to it. Not just randomly throwing something in the water and waiting for it to hopefully win. If there was like, I don't know, if you could see the map right away and you could pick the spot where to drop it, and or something like this. I don't know, but it was still cute. It's still fun. It's very nostalgic. So I'm glad they added it. It's not going to be the same as Scramble Coin, and we just have to accept it. Okay, there's a vent about how awful Touch of Magic is, which I'm not going to go into it, but I do agree. Touch of Magic definitely needs a major overhaul. It hasn't changed since day one, and it feels outdated and very, very difficult to use. Especially now they're doing a whole motif event with the old, ancient Touch of Magic system. Just doesn't feel right. Ooh, okay, big spoiler alert. This is end credits for Honeyglow Woods. I haven't actually got there yet, so I'm very curious to see. We're gonna, if you didn't get here yet and you don't want to see the spoiler, please go forward by a couple minutes. But I kind of want to see what's the spoiler. What's next? Okay, we got a little boat. This looks like Eternity Isle. Oh. That boat is going underwater! Yeah! Okay, this confirms we're getting underwater biome. Like, how many more hints they have to give us? Underwater biome, confirmed. Thank you very much. Wait, the first thing you thought was Pennywise? I guess it does make sense. Wait, it actually does make a lot of sense. Except it's not a sewer, but it's kinda is. Okay, finally, after scrolling for like 5 minutes, I finally found one vent about Honeyglow Woods. Let's read it. Honeyglow Woods errors and Gameloft response. I'm so incredibly disappointed in Honeyglow Woods. I'm having the same error a lot of people are when I'm not able to complete the second quest, because the shopping list at first wouldn't let me pick it up and is now nowhere to be found. The flowers have also not respawned since I first entered the area. I heard there was an issue with the shopping list. Is that where, like, if you don't have a space in your inventory, it just disappears? Or does it just disappear no matter what? Because I didn't have an issue, but I was warned by people that there might be issues. I raised the ticket with Gameloft, and the agent who got back to me told me it was probably my fault because I had time skipped. What? Okay, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. That agent is not a good support agent. I have never time skipped, to be honest, and I don't know how to do it or why would I do. Why would you do it? There is no benefit. There is nothing time gated in the Honeyglow Woods. To be told it's my fault that a product I bought didn't work past the first 15 minutes of use is so incredibly frustrating when this game is already so expensive and is already riddled with errors and crashes as a Switch user. I responded back that I hadn't time skipped and have received no response since. This is bad. I'm gonna say you probably just got very unlucky. I had only positive support experience in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Support is always timely and very helpful, and I know a lot of people who had the same very positive experience. Maybe it was a bad day for the agents. They just weren't feeling good or something, or it's a new person. I don't know, whatever the reason, it seems like it's an exception rather than the rule. So I would recommend reaching out to support again to try to get a different person. They might be able to help you better. Usually Gameloft is really good at solving these kinds of issues where some item goes missing. They just send it to your inbox. Like, I've seen it happen hundreds of times. People just get missing items in their inbox after reaching out to support. So that should have been what that support agent should have done. And apparently it has been fixed. So there's been a patch since this issue, which this was 6 days ago. So I guess they did fix the issue eventually, which was actually pretty fast. Less than a week since launch, and they fixed bugs. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's normal because nobody likes bugs. But so far, every single update we've had, every single DLC we've had some major bugs and issues. Okay, I'm gonna actually say one thing that I don't like about Honeyglow Woods, in my personal experience. There is areas, I feel like it has the same issue than Storybook Vale, and I don't know why. I don't know how they make that happen twice. Something that they've said multiple times they fixed with Storybook Vale, and it was never fixed. And now we have exactly the same issue in Honeyglow Woods, is that those areas, like for example, Pooh's thinking spot, or the areas in an Eeyore biome around the oak tree, those areas, first of all, not accessible by vacuums, but that is a smaller issue. The bigger issue is that all of the resources spawn in those areas. They have significantly increased spawn rates, and I think I know why, because they kind of act like they're separate biomes, so they have the same spawn rates as the entire biome, and very tiny area, so it feels like all of the resources spawn in there, even though it's usually about half. But because it's a smaller area, it feels like all of them spawn there. So I just don't understand, why can't the entire biome just count as one biome for vacuums and for spawning? Why do they have to separate it for spawning purposes into multiple areas? I feel like they had exactly the same issue with trial areas and corridors between biomes in Storybook Vale, which is, by the way, still not fixed. And I'm kind of on the fence about that glitch, because I kind of do like the fact that majority of things spawn out of the way. So there is some benefits to it, but it's still, it feels weird. is that like an intentional behavior? Since they're not fixing it, I'm kind of curious about it. So yeah, that is a very legitimate vent. Though I feel like it's more of an exception because that person clearly didn't know that this was a widespread issue and assumed that you did something wrong. Is just not a good move from a customer representative. But I'm gonna tell you, most likely every other time you have to reach out for their support, they're going to be very helpful. At least that's been my experience and experience of a lot of people. But yeah, the bugs are definitely unfortunate, but it seems like they fixed the most terrible ones, the ones that are stopping people from progressing in the story. Is there still any bugs? Is anybody watching is stuck in the story quest because of a bug? Please let me know. And if you are, did you reach out? Did you open a ticket with Gameloft support, and did you get a response? Yes! Another, like, this is one of my biggest gripes with this update. When I saw this in a trailer, I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited for that bush. And then turns out that bush is not even an item that we can craft or get in any way. It's just part of an island. Like, why do you tease us like this, Gameloft? Give it to us, please! Alright, we're gonna do one more vent on Honeyglow Woods. Why can't we use these Honeyglow Woods building skins outside of the Honeyglow? I agree. It literally would cost them nothing. They could just function like regular Scrooge store and Remy store skins. That's how all the skins and other DLCs for these buildings work. Why can't they be the same? I guess because they don't want people to put like the default skins on Honeyglow Woods Scrooge store, because technically they're supposed to be portals. So story-wise, they're trying to sell them as separate, like not actual stores, but the portals. But they are actual stores. I feel like these should have been house skins that we could apply in the main valley. That would be so good. I agree. Not exactly a vent, but a request. I would say it's a request. Alright, so I've scrolled quite a lot, and I haven't seen a lot of like really hateful posts against DLC. There's people pointing out some requests and legitimate issues. Overall, I feel like the Wish Blossom Honeyglow Woods was a success, and I think developers know it. I think there is overwhelming love and support for this expansion, and hopefully all of the issues, if they're still present, are going to get fixed. And I feel like there should be less issues because it's a smaller expansion, so there's less things that can go wrong. It should be much easier to polish it out and make sure it's perfect. But yeah, I'm hoping that whatever next expansion we get... Actually, I don't know. Would you like the Underwater DLC to be a full-blown big DLC? Or would you prefer it to be another adventure pack? Maybe having, like... Finding Nemo characters, but I feel like that's why I feel like it probably is going to be big DLC, because there is so many different franchises that could benefit from Underwater. We could get more Little Mermaid characters, we can get Atlantis characters, we could get all the pirate characters to rule like above the water areas. I feel like it's going to be a big DLC because there's just so many awesome franchises that could benefit from it. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe for more, and goodbye.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Woohoo!
Amazing. Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here. Hey, nice to see you.
Oh, hello.
Are you seeing this?